Hi, welcome to Where They Do That at Wednesdays. This is our 4th episode. I would just like to say thank you to everybody that has supported Where They Do That at Wednesdays. Tonight we are talking about domestic violence. This is a topic that needs to be discussed. A lot of people don't like to talk about it because they might be a victim of domestic violence or they might know someone that is a victim. Well, tonight we are going to touch bases on this issue. We are going to provide you with phone numbers that you can call if you are in a situation. You need to talk to somebody, get help, because that one slap, that one punch, that one push, that one shove, those are signs. And that slap, even if it start off as a slap, it will end up as a punch, fighting and all that. Where they do that at? Like, seriously.
So what is domestic violence? Domestic abuse that includes physical violence is called domestic violence. Domestic violence is an issue that has been around for years and still continues to be an issue in today's society. Domestic violence is something that most often happens between men and women, a spouse or intimate partner. Domestic violence knows no age or ethnic background and can occur during a relationship or after the relationship has ended. Victims of domestic violence and spousal abuse are 5 to 8 times more likely to be women than a man. But men are now becoming involved in these series of violent acts. There are psychological and physical dangers of staying in an abusive relationship. If you are in an abusive relationship, please get help. Please get help, because in today's society, people are losing their lives over stupid things. Sometimes it's jealousy, insecurity. You need help. So we'll be right back.
We are on Skype with Mecca and Jordash talking about domestic violence. So, ladies, y'all can say whatever y'all want to. Hi, JJ. So the Facebook question is, what do you think some reasons are for domestic violence, and what would you tell somebody if they was in a domestic violence situation?
I'm trying to think. I think some reasons for domestic violence is the insecurity within the male or the female, and people in their smart mouths.
So do you think because you got a smart mouth you deserve to get smacked?
No, you don't deserve it. I'm just saying that might tick somebody off your attitude, and they just can't handle that. So the person might feel like, oh, the only way they can handle that is if they put their hands on you. But that's not right.
I think some people are just raised like that. Like, they watch their mother get beat, or, you know what I mean? And they grow up as men.
Or they been hit on.
And they end up beating on their wife or girlfriend or whatever.
Well, I grew up in a household where I didn't see it a lot, but I knew it was going on. And I don't think it rubbed off on me. I dealt with somebody in a relationship and got hit like maybe 3 times, but that was it. I don't think I could ever see myself in a real situation where somebody beat me day in and day out.
Yeah, I've been punched in the eye before.
And I'm sure you fought back.
Yeah.
I'm sure you fought back.
I did.
No boxer.
So, I mean, a lot of times I'm not even going front. Like, I provoke the situation. Not to say, but, you hit on somebody enough, they going to be forced to hit you back.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So, even though we women, we can't put our hands on men either and not expect them to, hit you back.
So what you say to somebody who in a situation and don't know how to get out, and then it leads up to, they in the hospital fighting for their life, or sometimes people don't even make it out of it, like, seriously.
Yeah. I ain't got a damn thing to do with you, so I ain't gonna put that weight on you. And I can't understand how a man could look at his woman and wanna throw.
I don't know, it's a crazy situation. Like, they say if somebody put their hands on you once, they'll do it again.
Or they will.
others saying that they will.
I was in a relationship when I was 17. I got married, my first marriage, and I dealt with domestic violence for almost 8 straight years, violent domestic violence. And as a result, it carried on until how I dealt with other men, not violently, but just how I was able to accept love, relationship. I was able to interact with people to this day. In fact, it's something that you ever get over.
Mm-hmm.
Young people learn how to communicate. A man, a young woman, I would show him the door immediately because it doesn't change without some form of counseling or something, because everything is a root from somewhere, either your childhood, your upbringing.
People can just take you there and they just keep talking and talking. It's no excuse for it. You ever putting your hands on anybody, man or woman. That's why a couple of months later I had to call them and apologize, because I should have had more control over myself. Because women's mouths can get them, get a man to a place, you know, it's just like they say, what's that saying, you open your mouth and like a dentist, I'm all inside it and inside of it.
Wow.
Never heard that. We got too young. But, you know, we can our words.
Words are a powerful thing.
Yeah, words are like hitting somebody.
I was just about to say, words can kill.
And we demean our men sometimes with our mouths. And, you know, we don't want to stop. We just keep going and going and going and going. And you back somebody up into a corner, they got to come out.
Yeah. That's why we got so many snaps. People that snap.
Yeah, the women that be snapping.
Yeah. Women and men. Like, somebody just keeps talking and you try to ignore them, and they keep talking and they keep talking and they keep talking, and you just lose it. You just snap.
It's that insecurity thing. That insecurity thing play a big part of it. A big part in it.
Because in my relationship with my husband, I became very combative afterwards. I swore that a man would never hit me again. So when I got in relationships, if I was out, the man, like you said, come up to me wrong, I pick up a beer bottle and hit him in the face. See?
That's from your marriage or whatever?
I carried a gun. I was quick to pull a knife out on you. Mm-hmm. So when Jordache was coming up with her father, you know, it was a little bit different. We had our violent things when she was very, very young. And when she got older, you know, I got out of that relationship.
Wow.
But she's seen a lot. And she's very short-tempered, I think, because of me. I'm just at a point in my life where I don't take anything.
Right.
I've calmed it down a little bit now because I'm just too damn old to do that foolishness. But I look at her and her anger goes somewhere else. It's like, you know, she's angry and it's not even at the person she's angry with. There's something back there. And children are quick to mimic what they see or what they experience. Sounds, voices, places. So that might be a lot of where she gets her anger from me.
Mm-hmm. How are you supposed to help that, though? I wonder how you help it. Like, we went through counseling when I was younger with my mom and dad, but, you know, we went through it, but nobody ever said, yeah, there's abuse in the home. Like, nobody said that. So it's like, what you supposed to do if ain't nobody telling the truth? And we as kids would never say, oh, this is going on or that is going on. It's like, what's the reason to go through counseling if nobody going to be honest about it? And I think it's because I've seen that growing up, that I always said I would never be in an abusive relationship. But like I said, I wound up in one anyways. Like, dude, are you serious?
You don't even realize it.
Yeah. And you ignore the warning signs. You know, like after the first time I got hit, I'm like, oh, he apologized, whatever. But that same night we got in a fight, and it's like, okay, we
stopped talking for like a month, but then after that we started dealing back, and it just happened. It happened again, and I'm like, oh no, see, this is like a serious problem. Gotta get out.
Society has gotten to a point where they look the other way. They don't want to become involved. They're scared to become involved. I remember a point when my son was, I think, 6 months old, me literally running down the street with just a gown on. My husband, chasing after me, blood everywhere. Nobody stopped to say, do you need help? Do you need this? Do you need that?
They want to mind their business.
People become, just like, the killing and the violence now. You read about somebody being shot. Oh, okay. And you keep moving. You keep eating your sandwich. You keep drinking your drink. We're becoming desensitized. Is that the word?
Until it affects you personally, then you start to care.
Okay, as promised, I have the phone numbers for you for domestic violence prevention. I have a New York State hotline phone number, but it's a 1-800 number, so you can use it anywhere. They're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do not be embarrassed to call any of these numbers because embarrassment can be the cause of your death. New York State hotline is 1-800-942-6906. Right here in Buffalo, New York, we have Child and Family Services. Their number is 842-2750. And we also have Erie County Coalition Against Domestic Violence, and their number is 884-6002. So anyone who knows someone, please give them these numbers. If you are a victim yourself, if you just need somebody to talk to and you're too embarrassed to talk to your friends or family, call any of these hotlines, but seek help because unfortunately people are losing their lives because of domestic violence. And I couldn't imagine. I had a family member who was in a bad situation, a very, very bad situation. And when I didn't talk to her, I would always get nervous and wonder if she was okay. The no answering the phone and not talking to him for days. So it's real. And this is where they do that at Wednesdays, 7 o'clock. Every Wednesday at 7 o'clock on my Facebook page. My page is Listen to Your Heart, TOYO. So next week, Wednesday, I don't know what the topic will be, but it's going to be something that needs to be discussed, whatever it is. If you have any ideas on, what you would like for us to talk about on where they do that at Wednesdays, hit me up in the inbox and we will talk about it. You might not be able to hear it on the radio, but you're going to hear it on Facebook. So until next week, God bless. Be safe. Tell somebody you love them. And I'll see you next week. Smile. Deuces.